So Chris Brown responds to Kaylee Williams' reaction to his new song with Chloe. Now, for those of you who don't know who this woman is, Kaylee Williams, she was in 3LW, if I recall. She was in 3LW, and it recently came out that she openly had sexual relations with multiple men at the same time. So she is coming out criticizing Chloe Bailey for doing a song with Chris Brown. Let him come out with his own record, so genius, so captivating that it makes us all forget he beats women. He can't do so, he won't. So what does he do? And Chris Brown, he's sick of this crap. And I don't blame him. A man had his Michael Jackson with Sierra, taking off air. People don't want him performing at the Super Bowl. People just want to disassociate anything with Chris Brown. I'm sorry, there have been many other celebrities that have done wrong, but they have come back. Let's get into it, man. I can't with these folks. Cardi B. Cardi B says so herself that she used to. There was a video of Cardi B saying she used to drug men and rob them to survive. She openly admitted to committing crimes. People celebrate her. People celebrate it. Now let's go to Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion had got arrested for assault in 2015. That's the same thing Chris Brown got arrested for. Assault causing bodily injury to a family member. March 19th, 2015. Now let's look at Chris Brown's statement that he put on his IG page. If y'all still hate me for a mistake I made as a 17-year-old, please kiss my whole and entire butt. I'm 33. I'm so tired of y'all running with this narrative. Y'all weird people are all the same ones that tune in every week to see Blueface and Krishan beat the mess out of each other in front of the world, which is true. That's a whole nother topic. Both of them just they toxic for each other. They don't they both need to go about their separate ways. But that's okay. It's entertainment, right? All of y'all can move on disrespectfully. All of y'all can just, yeah, go on somewhere with that. Where are the cancel culture with these white artists that date underage women, beat the mess out of their wives, giving people AIDS? Oh, that's right. They are your buddies. No more fake love from me. Stay out of my way or get ran over. Simple as that. None of you, and I mean none of these people, can mess with me. Now let's talk about some of the celebrities that has done wrong in the past, but yet they have come back, and no one talks about their crimes whatsoever. Sean Penn. Milk star Sean Penn was arrested for domestic assault of his then wife, Madonna. Penn also served 33 days in prison for an incident in which he punched a photographer. That's assault, right? He went to jail, didn't he? Oh, but we don't talk about Sean Penn and his crimes. Oh no, 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 no. We don't talk about that. We don't ridicule this man. He's not canceled at all. Let's move. Let's go on to another celebrity. Mel Gibson, Mr. Braveheart himself. In 2010, Mel Gibson pleaded no contest in a battery charge regarding his then wife. Gibson was also arrested in 2006 for drunk driving and charged with associated, and the charge with was associated with Gibson, now infamous anti-Semitic triad. In 2010, he pleaded no contest to battery. In 2006, he was arrested for drunk driving, DUI. He could have killed somebody. How many times do you heard people getting killed by drunk drivers? He pleaded no contest to battery. Means basically he pled guilty to it. He didn't fight the charge. He pled no contest. Oh, but we don't cancel him, right? No, we don't. We don't cancel this man. We don't talk about his past. We don't bring up anything. He can come back and be redeemed and do whatever he want to do, right? Nicolas Cage, Mister, he was in Face Off. He was then Gone in 60 Seconds. A whole bunch of other movies. National Treasure and all that stuff. Nicolas Cage. In 2011, Nicolas Cage was arrested for domestic battery and disturbing the peace. Cage reportedly pushed his wife outside of a tattoo shop and punched some cars that were nearby. He assaulted his wife, arrested for domestic battery. He's still doing movies to this day. I believe he came out of a movie in the theaters not too long ago, right? No one's trying to exonerate him. No one's trying to cancel him. No one's trying to, keep him from feeding his family or anything like that. He served his time. He's come back just fine. Let's go to another celebrity. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne. Yep, I think he had a show on MTV or something with his wife and his kids and all that other kind of stuff. Ozzy Osbourne. I believe he's in the Rockstar Hall of Fame. Ozzy Osbourne was arrested for domestic violence in 1989. The Black Sabbath frontman was also arrested for breaking and entering and public urination. Again, these are all the same charge or a similar charge that Chris Brown had. All these people are still relevant to this day. You don't hear anything about them trying to get canceled. You don't hear anything about people trying to do them wrong. You don't hear any of that stuff whatsoever. But we hear this with Chris Brown. Why is that? Is it because he's a young black man? Let's keep it going. Let's keep going. Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee, the man who used to be date or married to Pamela Anderson, from Baywatch and all that other kind of stuff. Tommy Lee, rocker Tommy Lee, was arrested for domestic violence in 1994 and 1998, twice. Lee has been arrested several times for offenses like indecent exposure, disturbing the peace, and inciting a riot. This man has been arrested multiple occasions. Chris Brown got arrested once. One time. One time. We still hear about Tommy Lee going on. No one's. Come on. What's going on with this? Oh no, there's more. There's more. There's more. We got another one. We got another one. Slash. Everybody knows Slash. Famous guitar from rock and roll, all that kind of stuff. But you've seen Slash before. From Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash was arrested for domestic violence in 1999. This was his only run-in with the law, just like Chris Brown. Chris Brown had one run-in with the law. That one incident with Rihanna when he was 17 years old, and people still talk all this crap about him. Charlie Sheen. Oh, yes, Charlie Sheen, starring Two and a Half Men. He was in Money Talks and all this other kind of stuff. Charlie Sheen, we all know Charlie Sheen, right? Charlie Sheen. In 2009, Charlie Sheen, Two and a Half Men star Charlie Sheen was arrested for domestic violence charges. After reporting trying to choke his wife, Sheen also pleaded no contest in 1990 to a 1996 charge that he attacked his girlfriend at his home. Really? So he commits a crime in 2 different decades, and he's still a star on a hit TV show, Two and a Half Men. Do people want him canceled? I mean, he should be off the show, right? How dare Two and a Half Men support Charlie Sheen after what he did in 2009 and 1996? How dare they? How dare they? But yeah, they still trying to cancel Chris Brown for something he did when he was 17. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh no, we got more. Stick around. We got more. We got more for you. Steven Seagal. Everybody knows Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal's ex-wife, Kelly LeBrock, has made claims that Seagal was abusive throughout their marriage. Seagal has also been sued for sexual harassment several times, as well as for assaulting women on his sets. That kind of sound like Deshaun Watson, right? Just a little bit, being sued for sexual harassment several times, assaulting women on his sets. Now, he has not been arrested. I'm kind of scratching my head about that. If you're going to sue him, but you're not going to arrest him, I'm scratching my head about that. File criminal charges. We don't exonerate Steven Seagal. We don't talk about him. We don't talk about what he did. Let's keep going. What's another celebrity that we know? Emma Roberts. And now I don't know who this woman is. Forgive me, I don't know who she is. But let's see what she has done. Emma Roberts was arrested for domestic violence for beating up her boyfriend Evan Peters in Canada. The couple both starred on American Horror Story. She beat up her boyfriend. That is what? Domestic violence, right? The same charge Chris Brown had, right? Domestic violence, beating up someone who you were in a relationship with. Domestic violence, right? Carmen Electra. A lot of guys remember Carmen Electra. The beautiful woman. Carmen Electra. In 1998, Carmen Electra was arrested after a domestic dispute with her then husband, NBA star Dennis Rodman. If I recall, I think that same year Dennis Rodman won a ring with the Bulls. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Rodman was also charged in the incident that allegedly stemmed from a fight about seeing one of Electra's boyfriends on television. So they were both arrested. But where's all the heat for Carmen Electra? Where's the heat for Dennis Rodman for domestic violence? Where's all this public scrutiny for them? This is a long time ago, right? This is when they were younger, right? They're older. They've done their debt to society, right? Where's all this backlash? Where's all this hate for these people? You don't hear about any of that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Christian Slater, everybody. Christian Slater was arrested for domestic violence in 1997 and served 56 days in prison. The True Romance star has also been arrested for drug possession, battery, and assault with a deadly weapon. That's a lot worse than what Chris Brown did. Assault with a deadly weapon, that's a very serious crime. We don't hear anything about Christian Slater getting canceled. No, I have not heard anything in these streets about Christian Slater. People want to cancel him, exonerate him. People hate him for doing 56 days for domestic violence, drug possession, battery, and assault with a deadly weapon. I don't hear any of this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Josh Brolin. If I recall, is this guy's Thanos, right? He's Thanos, isn't he? You know, Thanos. Yeah, Mr. Badass from Avengers. This guy, he's been in a whole lot of movies. Josh Brolin was arrested for domestic violence in 2004. The No Country for Old Men star was also arrested in 2013 for being drunk in public. Same charge Chris Brown had, right? Also arrested for being drunk in public. Y'all saw him in Avengers? How many people saw Avengers? How many people saw Avengers Endgame? It was a great movie. Awesome movie. He's been in so many other roles as well. Probably his biggest, as far as I can recall, was in Avengers. The first and the second. Avengers, Avengers Endgame and the one before that. I did not hear anything about people boycotting Marvel or wanting them to cancel Josh for what he did in 2004. I hear none of that. None of that at all. Tom Sizemore. I don't know who this man is, but let's see what he has done. Tom Sizemore, Saving Private Ryan star. That was an awesome movie. I think it won some awards and stuff like that. Saving Private Ryan star Tom Sizemore was arrested for. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, people. What was he arrested for? Domestic violence in 1997 and 2003. Twice. Domestic violence twice. He has also been arrested for drug possession, vandalism, and battery. Some of these people got a whole rap sheet, they got a whole criminal record. Chris Brown had one thing against him, one incident with one woman, and you ain't heard no kind of criminal activity from Chris Brown since then. I haven't heard some of these people getting anything against it. Let's keep going. Let's keep on going. James Caan, The Godfather, very legendary series. People still watching The Godfather to this day. Godfather actor James Caan was arrested for domestic violence in 1980. Some of y'all weren't even born then. Caan has also been in trouble with the law for battery and brandishing a weapon. Oh, he's really, a Bob Moss now. He got some real real record for portraying his actor and his role in The Godfather. People, I don't hear in his back talk about canceling the Godfather movie. I don't hear any of this. Vince Neil was arrested for domestic violence in 1984 and 2011. The Motley Crue frontman has also been arrested for driving while intoxicated, battery, and vandalism. Driving while intoxicated. He could have killed somebody. He could have killed somebody if the police did not catch him driving while intoxicated. He could have killed an innocent bystander. We don't. I haven't heard anybody revoking him from Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or wanting this man canceled, wanting him off TV, stuff like. I have not heard anything for him when he was arrested for domestic violence in 1984 and 2011. Let's keep going. Let's keep. Oh no, we got more. We got more. Mickey Rourke. I believe he was in Iron Man 2, if I recall. Mickey Rourke, he was in Iron Man 2. He's done some other movies as well. The wrestler star Mickey Rourke was arrested for domestic violence in 1984. So long ago, right? So long ago. He was also arrested for driving while intoxicated in 2007. What year did Iron Man 2 come out? What year was that? I can't recall. What year? I'm sure he's been in some other roles. I only know him from seeing him in Iron Man 2. The guy with the whips and everything in the second Iron Man. I didn't hear them boycotting his role in that movie for domestic violence in 1994 or driving while intoxicated in 2007. I didn't hear anything about how people still hate this man or some of these other celebrities to this day. To this day for domestic violence. They did so long ago. But let's keep going. I got more evidence for you. Chris Brown served his time. He faced the consequences. He was arrested. He did the time. And again, this was mutual combat. She hit him and then he hit her. I don't condone violence on either side, but only one person was arrested that night. Only one person faced consequences. Only one person was held accountable that night. Now, of course, him being a man and her being a woman, he did more damage to her. And those public photos came out of Rihanna's battered face, but they both admitted it was mutual combat in that car that fateful night. But still, we got all this hate, all this ridicule for Chris Brown. When are people going to forgive a black man whose victim has forgiven him? When are people going to forgive that? This goes to show you, no matter what you do, no matter how much you move on, no matter how much you have been a law-abiding citizen, in some people's eyes, when you are a black man, when you commit a crime, there is no coming back from that. When you are a black man and you mistakenly put your hands on a woman, even after she puts her hands on you, you are still held accountable. People still remember what you did to that black woman so long ago. Again, I don't condone it, But Rihanna has forgiven this man. She has moved on. She ain't thinking about this man. Chris Brown is cheering her on as she performs at the Super Bowl. But yet, whenever Chris Brown's name comes up, here comes all the haters, all the people talking about he beats women, he attacks women. I'm sorry, he does not have multiple cases of domestic violence. Did you hear anything about when him and Karuchi were together? No. Did you hear anything about any of these other stuff going on? No. If I recall an incident not too long ago where Chris Brown was accused of raping a woman. And here come all the haters just come flooding in. See, I knew it. I knew he was up to no good. First he beats women, now he's out here raping them, this, that, and the third. They came in droves, ready to just pounce and attack Chris Brown. They want him to be down in the dirt. They want his whole career done. They want him canceled. But guess what he did? He came out with the receipts. He came out with the receipts. He came out with all the text messages of this woman who did not file criminal charges. She just put an accusation out there and sued him for raping her. She did not file any criminal charges to have him arrested, to have him criminally prosecuted. Because if that was true, I would want that man criminally prosecuted for committing a crime like that, a very serious crime. But she only sued him for his money. She wanted his money, knowing good and damn well she didn't have a case. But what did Chris Brown do? He came out the receipts. Oh, I got all these text messages of her wanting me to we had got together one night and do what we did, and now she wants to meet with her again to blow her back out, to give us some more of this Chris Brown D and all this other kind of stuff. He had all the receipts because she knew how crazy she was. She kept on texting this guy, kept trying to get in touch with him. He was just straight up ignoring her. She sent in unsolicited naked pictures of herself, all this other kind of stuff to get his attention. He continued to ignore her. But when she filed a lawsuit and put out there to the public that Chris Brown sexually assaulted her, oh no, okay, all right, now you got my attention. Now I'm a clap back at you. And what happens? She just shut up. Her attorneys dropped her case. But what did that was there any blowback? Was there any apologies? I didn't see a lot of women publicly apologizing to Chris Brown for everything that they said about him when that false accusation came out. Oh no, 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 no. We didn't hear any of that stuff. See, this goes to show that a black man, when he has done anything wrong in his life, he is forever exonerated. People just want to cancel him. People want him, his whole career expired. He can't work nowhere. They just want him to just lay down and die. This is ridiculous. We got to stop this. Chris Brown deserves and has earned the right to have a second chance at life. When are we going to let this go? When are we going to move on from this? Stop canceling this man's performances. He has earned the right to do major performances on the major stages. He is an amazing artist. He got kids now. He's a father. He has moved on with his life. He has done better. He has learned from his mistakes. Don't we all? Don't sit up here and act like you are some, innocent bystander. You have done no wrong whatsoever in your life. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Chris Brown's not perfect. Rihanna's not perfect. No one is perfect. This man deserves a second chance. Anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.